Hey everyone, I'm TFC328 here, and it's not about what you do differently, it's about what you do well. I was thinking about what to make a video about, until I came across a full upload of one of my nostalgic memories, Donkey Kong Country: The Legend of the Crystal Coconut. I remember coming across the VHS and watching it multiple times when I was a kid. Chances are it's horribly dated and worth nothing more than a laugh these days, but hey, if it's worth at least that, I might as well give it a watch. So what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. So it starts off with leftover animation from Food Fight? Yes, it's one of those early CG cartoons that don't age very well. But this one kind of grows on you after a while. It still looks primitive, especially given Diddy's duck bill, but chances are this was impressive for its time. So Cranky gives us the briefest explanation of how they discovered the titular crystal coconut. To make a short story short, a pirate found it and stashed it in the eye of the nearby Incan totem pole, who then dropped it years later where DK found it lying on the ground and for some reason was deemed the future ruler of Congo Bongo. The end! Makes sense to me. So DK, curious about the secrets of the translucent testicle, meets up with Inkadinkadu to sing about his curiosity. Like, yeah, I bet you didn't know this was a musical, did you? The strange thing is that they're not nearly as painful as they should be. The bad guys get their own songs later, and considering they have to keep their cartoony accents as they sing, they're not that bad. The lyrics are as one-dimensional as the That Guy with the Glasses song, but DK's singing voice is surprisingly great. Though, considering they got a Broadway singer to do it, it's almost no surprise. Some of these songs, including the one right now, are actually pretty fun to listen to, given the energy that's been put into them. To be fair, it's here where a big issue with the animation becomes evident. Bad lip syncing. It's worse than an English-dubbed anime. When he sings, the lip movement should be more like this.
I wanna know the secrets that the crystal holds and all the magic power that it brings.
However, since this was a French-Canadian production, thus not really animated with the English language in mind, DK's lips just flap randomly as if his mouth is speaking another language, while speaking English.
I wanna know the secrets that the crystal holds and all the magic power that it brings.
This is making Blaze Blue's story scenes look dead on with their voices.
Like, are you sure it's Ghost and not this shriveled old hag?
So after singing his heart out to the Incan Quintesson, DK concludes with his cryptic advice that, in order to learn the secrets of the crystal coconut, he must give it away. I get the logic here. You never really know what you had until it's gone. I mean, that's what they say at least. Even Passenger wrote a terribly repetitive song about it. So who does he give it to? His arch enemy, and potential Smash candidate, King K. Rool. Did you just forget that he's your enemy and has been trying to get that thing for some time now? That's like handing the Chaos Emeralds over to Dr. Robotnik. You lose. Good day, sir.
What can Cranky say?
I said good day. So after a brief introduction of another antagonist and an out-of-nowhere, almost pointless song sequence that ends like the SpongeBob theme song, the story basically becomes Hot Crystal Coconut. DK ends up working with the pirates to get the coconut back from K. Rool, who thinks being handed the coconut is a trick and demands his minions hand it back to DK, which they succeed in doing before K. Rool finds out it wasn't a trick and gets the short end of the stick. DK returns to help Diddy and Cranky fend off Scurvy and his band of pirates.
Me great-great-great-grandpappy, may he rot in hell.
You know, for kids! And even rids him of that recurring painful toothache. The crystal coconut is back in the right hands, Inkadinkadu can no longer be taken seriously.
Whatever.
And DK suddenly starts narrating as things appear to be wrapping up, starting up a new plot involving banana phones.
Ring, 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 ring.
No, I'm not playing that song. But this leads into the big secret of the movie. It's not a movie. It's actually 4 episodes of a 40-episode TV series loosely spliced together into a feature-length format. I say loosely because the episodes are shown out of order. Here's the episode order. 26, 18, 23, 6. Research got me these numbers, but I knew something was up while watching the movie itself. The 3rd episode of the 4 has DK lose his memory and joins the bad guy's side with all the effort of a single song number. Twice. Diddy tries to jog his memory with a memory of an adventure on Scurvy's ship. That's all well and good, but the following part, which is explicitly stated to happen a long time after the amnesia story,
Then for a long time after that.
ends with the same setup as the aforementioned flashback. And it's not like a different way it's presented, or they bring up a feeling of deja vu. It's the same damn thing, word for word and shot for shot to save on the animation budget.
So tell me, Diddy,
how would DK get his memory back by recalling an event that hasn't happened yet if this timeline is to be believed? That's like meeting up with adult Link in Ocarina of Time and asking him how Termina was.
even the kids they're clearly marketing this to can tell something's wrong with the way they're telling this story.
Anyways, the second episode involves Diddy finding a foreign object as the Kremlings steal his banana phone to spy on them. DK gives them false information as a practical joke, only for Cranky to play a somewhat mean-spirited practical joke on them. Then we get a song number from Scurvy. It's so pointless and out of the blue that you could throw in Lazy Town's You're a Pirate in there and it'd make just as much sense.
You're our favorite indeed. Being a pirate is a right to be. Do what you want cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
After observing Scurvy's flipping chest, we see K. Rool communicating with his minions via, I don't know, FaceTime? They never show a camera following them around, and the Kremlings just seem to know when K. Rool wants a status update. These communications were in the prior episode too, but I ignored it for brevity's sake. The episode then has to deal with DK getting over his fear of a bog monster that turns out to have been a joke Cranky pulled on him years ago to keep him out of the Forbidden Forest. Except it might be real if the fates of the villains are any indication. And what was that thing Diddy found in the beginning of the episode?
You found my hood ornament!
Hood ornament?
How is that? Whatever. The next episode, as I said before, involves DK losing his memory and becoming a bad guy with all the effort of one of the better 2-minute song numbers of the whole thing. Twice. Amnesia isn't another name for mental retardation, you know. He does get his memory back, though without a song number, and everything gets reverted back to normal, aside from an ending gag involving the villains thinking they're monkeys for a few days. In the last of the 4 episodes, K. Rool gets his hands on the coconut and begins forcing a barrel factory to produce explosive barrels that they keep detonating in the middle of a conveyor belt, and it leaves no damage on the belt in question. You may want to check your explosives, K. Rool. They appear to be pretty ineffective. They get the coconut back thanks to a surprisingly smart move from a wimpy character, yet they lose it to Scurvy. DK and Diddy get captured and end up bargaining with a termite scrappy dude named Claptrap, who had his teeth taken from him since Scurvy fears he'll eat the whole ship. Which he does. In a way that looks more like de-rezzing. He then leaves the movie on a cliffhanger. To be excitingly continued in a batshit insane TV series!
So that was Donkey Kong Country Legend of the Crystal Coconut, and wasn't that great?
I'm serious, I had tons of fun revisiting this silly show. The CG has aged considerably, it's full of idiot plots, and the out-of-order storytelling is only outdone by Beyond Two Souls, but the songs are full of energy, it's great to mock the animation errors, and the hamminess of the villains makes them among the most memorable parts of the entire thing. This probably had a part in K. Rool being as memorable as he is. If you're looking for stupid 90s crap that's more entertaining than you'd give it credit for, give the show a shot. It's mind nostalgic so bad it's good guilty pleasure.
I apologize if my look back on this isn't as funny as others, but I'm glad I gave it a shot. I'm Transports Manco 328, and screw it, I just want to hear Inka Dinkadoo say whatever again.
Whatever.
As an added bonus, let's hear an out-of-context line from one of the other episodes of the show. You've probably heard it by now.
I shower you with coconut cream pies.
You know, for kids!
Feast your eyes, look into the mirror, it never lies. You're a pirate, can't you see that this is no disguise? You live to loot and pillage, maim and terrorize. Your reflection tells a story of a pirate's life of glory. Trust your eyes, the mirror never lies.
Guilty or innocent? Innocent.